Hello.
Hi,
Hello, everybody. Hi, Anna.
how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good.
Uh,
Adjusting. Almost
huh?
done.
Yes, it's been a
Adjusting.
while. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Can you
Okay,
hear me
so,
well?
yes.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So, bonjour tout le monde. Et aujourd'hui, je fais mon show avec Anna. Anna is a very good friend of mine and practically a sister from the other side of the island, from the Dominican Republic. Et elle travaille entre Haïti et la République dominicaine comme architecte. But before being an architect, Anna was a beauty queen. And after that, she transitioned to bodybuilding and did bikini category. And this is what we're going to talk about today, since today is about fitness. Et il y a quelqu'un qui a demandé if Anna spoke Creole. Et Bibi a
Bon, bon,
demandé. Bibi is asking if
bonjour,
she speaks
bonjour tout le
Creole.
monde. Antical. Antical.
Anna knows how to speak Creole to the ouvrier Bibi when she's on the chantiers for her work.
Seulement. You know.
Yeah. So, Hannah, how have you been? And as you know, today we're going to go in a chapter of your past related to fitness. But
Yeah.
like we were talking about yesterday, I know that fitness will always be in your life. Also, there are other priorities these days. And
Yes.
so, yes, let's go back to when you were. So, guys, before I start, I have to explain to you guys my vision of who Anna is. Anna is this girl, as you can see here, very pretty, very Barbie girl. But that Barbie
Thank
that
you.
you see here knows how to drive a truck. She can drive a tractor. She can just do just about everything. She's the ultimate alpha woman. And so Anna will explain to us how, she became a beauty queen and she had participated in the Miss World competition, and also what made her transition to bodybuilding. And after that, we're going to go on the challenges she had to go through with preparing her physique for bodybuilding, which is a very disciplined sport.
Yes.
So, Anna, let's talk about your Miss
Ha-
chapter first.
Haiti was one of the challenges. I had to, had all my meals prepped, and go around my chantiers and my projects with my food so I could eat on time.
Mhm.
Well, I always wanted to be a beauty queen since I can remember. My mom says that since I was born. When I was like a little girl and it was
Yeah.
carnaval, I always wanted to be a queen, like that was like my favorite costume. So, the idea of being an ambassador for my country and representing and traveling around showing who we are, what Dominican Republic is, it's also always been, one of the things we really enjoy, and it was a dream that became a reality. I was Miss Dominican
Mm-hmm.
Republic 2009, and then later I became Miss Dominican Republic World. Traveled to South Africa, and participated in the Miss World competition in Johannesburg. So getting to travel to live this experience was amazing. So,
Yes.
but I'm always very active with challenges, and I'm gonna be very honest. When it comes to the
Mm-hmm.
whole initiative of getting into bodybuilding, I was actually in a relationship that didn't work. And I remember this guy always telling me something like, yeah, because you never work out. You don't even take care of yourself. He used to work out a lot. He used to work out a lot, because he
Okay.
lived on his physique in a way. that was part of his life, his profession, you know, not mine. So he was like, you're so skinny and you don't work out and you don't eat well. You never take care of yourself, you know? And then that relationship ended, you know, and that really like hit me. I was like, how can this guy come and tell me that I can do or not do something? Whatever. So a friend of mine, my best
Who
friend.
is he to tell you that?
Yeah, like, why would he tell me that? Like, So my best friend told me, you know what? You should come to the gym with me. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I should do that. So I started, you know, going to the gym, working out. I started to see results and I was like, oh, so this is actually working. And then I just kept going and kept going. And one day he told me something like, wouldn't you like to compete? And I was like, compete? Of course. Why not? Compete, work on myself to a level that I cannot even imagine I can reach, you know, like adopt the complete discipline, get into it, you know, the teamwork, so we make it happen. Of course, let's do it. So, and I've always loved the stage and performing and the runway and that, plus the impressive changes that I was seeing in my physique, plus this whole new lifestyle of eating healthy and just feeling like I had more energy and I could do a lot more. You know, that really, really cultivated me. So I just kept going. And I was very skinny. I was like less than 100 pounds. That was very skinny. But I was a beauty queen. You know, I was modeling. But when I had to go into bodybuilding,
yes,
my complete process took like a year.
You had to gain weight.
I had to gain weight, and I gained 30 pounds. But it was 30 pounds of pure muscle, because it was not like I was like eating everything I wanted. Like, oh, let me have a hamburger. Or, oh, let me have, I don't know. You know, it was like a very controlled diet so I could gain muscle weight. And I had
without
to
gaining fat.
Without eating fat. Well, there was a point where I could, you know, there was like a small phase where I could, but then like no, because the fat, it messes up with your metabolism, you know, and it just makes it more slow, so you can reach your goals. That if that is like losing fat or gaining muscle, so you have to be very careful with that. So I had to gain 30 pounds, and then I went down. For the stage, for competing, I went down, I think it was 5 or 10 pounds. And that was like 5 or 10 pounds only of fats, fat and water.
Fat and water?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, my journey took me from, let's say, 100 to 125 pounds in 1 year. And that got me competing. And then I was like, oh, yeah, right. Who's the one that doesn't work out now?
Yeah. And
so
you took it to another level.
Yeah. So when it comes to that, I reached the other level. And then I just started competing because I just wanted to prove something to someone. But then I got to a point where this really became a part of my life, because once you're into the fit life and you adopt the habits, they just stayed with you forever. You know, once you know how to eat, once you know what to eat and what not, and at what time, and once you have been able to change your body, like that stays with you forever.
Because you get to learn your body better also.
Yes, you get to understand yourself. You get to understand your body and to understand how your body reacts to food or to things. So the mechanics of you, they just improve. Cierrame, please. Sorry, I'm in the office now, but so I started competing, and then in my first competition, I came in 3rd place. But we were like 20 girls, like it was a lot of girls.
And that's a great standing to have for your very first competition.
Yeah, Bea, but come on, not to me. I was like 3rd. I could do better.
Pero in general. top 3 out of 20 for first time.
It was not bad. Honestly, it was not bad. But I wanted more. Like, what can I do?
Oh, of course.
You know. So I wanted more. So I just kept working. I kept improving. And my second competition was international. It was the Centroamericanos y del Caribe competition that was held in Dominican Republic. And from Central America and the Caribbean, in like, it was a lot more than 20 girls. I came out second. So I was like, oh my God, I can really do this.
One step more.
I can really do this. So this new me with 20 more pounds of muscle and like 1,000 more pounds of confidence, you know, I became another person. And that what bodybuilding did to me, you know, it's not only a cosmetic thing. Oh, let me just look better. No, it's not only that. It's your complete life, your complete functioning, you know, like you get to extend even your network of friends, of people you know, your coach, you get to know. I met my husband actually doing bodybuilding.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was a bodybuilder also.
Team group. So, and then I just kept competing. And then I got my first place. And I was like, yes, I'm finally here. I can really keep doing this. All of a sudden, I became an example for other women. I became an example for other people, you know, and I was like, so all of this effort, you know, this is not only for me anymore. I'm actually inspiring people. So then everything took like another level. And I don't know, couple of competitions more. I became, you know, I participated in an international competition again. And I became the first Dominican woman athlete to gain her IFBB Pro card. So I could start participating in competitions, you know, internationally, and in competitions where you start the awards, you know, the prizes are in metallic, like you can actually gain money out of it. You could make a living. You could make a living out of it. And then I was like, wow, like really? Like we went, you know, like this, it was interesting. It completely changed my life. It made me a part of, you know, who I am today. It improved my performance, the way I feel about myself, the way I feel about assuming challenges, you know, like I just take them and destroy them type of thing. And if it doesn't work, I just keep going. So I just fed up my resilience also. And you know, I'm very happy, grateful of my transition. I completely recommend it to anyone that is looking for a purpose in life, just to do something different, to become a part of something greater, you know, to improve yourself and the way you live. You know, there's sometimes a lot of people looking for that. They're like, I don't know what to do. I get out of work at 4. What do I do at 6? You know, or what could be a new challenge in my life? So I definitely recommend the fit lifestyle, and even in getting into bodybuilding, into competing because of that.
Yes, I agree. And I can say that you are really, I mean, I was already into fitness, but you are the person that opened my eyes even more into the bodybuilding. And I remember the first time I saw you, we didn't know each other yet. And you were in Haiti, and you were working out at Fit Zone. And we had not met at all. Actually, we met each other again like months after. And I remember that day, that was the first time I would see you at the gym. And guys, I saw this superhero come in, and her waist was like literally like this, and her shoulders were literally like that. And I was like, what is this? And, you know, I would watch her work out, and it was quite amazing to see that physique, that very small physique, pull the weights that she would pull and everything and stuff like that. And after that, I got to know that her name was Anna and that she was into bodybuilding and everything. And then a few months later, I met Anna.
We started the fitness revolution in Haiti a few months later.
Yes, yes.
With Oxygen.
With Oxygen. With Oxygen. And it was quite amazing. And although I have not gone a quarter of the way, the roadmap that Anna did, but I can approve when she says that, you know, incorporating bodybuilding in your life and how it changes your life. Me, personally, I can say that the discipline of eating correctly, drinking my water, and I don't know if you remember that, Anna, at a certain point, you were always after me for my water. She was like,
yeah,
you're not drinking enough water. Come on, drink.
Yeah.
I used to be like, I'm not a camel. I'm not going to drink all this water. But then when I started drinking the water and my body would naturally ask for it, and it became natural to just down bottles of water like that every day. And I remember also the discipline that it incorporated in my everyday life also. I got more performant in my work, in everything that I would do. It didn't have to be related to fitness, but the discipline that bodybuilding requires, it spreads out to your life because you don't have a choice at the end of the day.
Yeah, you don't have any loss with that. Sometimes people, they think, oh, I have to work out, I have to go to the gym twice a day, or oh, I have to drink all this water. Oh, I have to eat all that broccoli. I have to eat, you know, sweet potatoes. But honestly, it's such a good investment, you know, to your body, to your performance, to your life. There's no losing when it comes to it, to having a healthy, more healthy and fit habits, you know, either working out or eating or just controlling, you know, the things you eat, you consume, and just changing it for something that it's going to be better for you.
Yeah, definitely. But let me ask you, because in your challenge, and I know, I mean, guys, I know that Anna is the type of person, she will take a challenge any day, anytime. Just bring it to her, she'll take it. And you became an IFBB pro athlete. And I think that's around the time that we met, you and I. Did you ever have, at some point, a goal to work into your IFBB to maybe land in Olympia?
Yes. I wanted to be, actually, I still want to be. Why not?
Yeah.
The first bikini athlete, the first Dominican bikini athlete to reach the Olympia. We haven't had one yet. Not in bikini. No, we haven't had one yet.
Then no, you know what to do.
Yeah. I need a little bit of time right now, though.
You do need some time.
I wanted to keep going also because I saw, you know, like the level of so many people were reaching out to me. I know I was not only transforming my life anymore, I was transforming the life of a lot of people, you know, just by following a role model. A lot of people were inspired by what happened, and that's something also that I enjoy. I like to do that for some reason. You know, some people will say like, ah, you think you're a big deal. You know, it's not that I think I'm a big deal. Like, for some reason, I just enjoy to have a positive impact in other people's lives. You know, these things just like feed me up. Yeah. So after I became an IFBB pro, I competed internationally. I competed in Puerto Rico and I competed in New York pro. Actually, New York pro, that is a very competitive scenario. That was my first competition ever.
And you competed alongside Angelica also, right?
She was not an IFBB pro. I became an IFBB pro before her.
Oh, before her.
Yeah, I met her there. She was like looking at the competition, but she couldn't compete there. She became like months, I think even like a year after, because she needed a residency. She was not a, I think she
Yeah,
was not
because she's
a,
from Brazil.
yeah, she was not even a U.S. citizen. Like she could not compete in a U.S. competition
Yeah, yeah.
within the states. Like if you go to Brazil and you win in Brazil and then you come, you know. Pero so there
Hmm.
was like this thing with her. I met her. She knew about me. She was like, "Ah, you're Anna." We said hello and everything, but I didn't know who she was. She was not very known yet.
Hmm.
But the winner of that competition was India Paulino.
Hmm.
India Paulino is actually half Dominican.
Yeah.
And I took a picture with her and she told me, "Oh, this is your first time. Why will you come to the New York Pro?" And I told her, "Why not?" You know? But
Yeah,
she,
she
you
put
know,
a challenge in your face with a smile.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I told her, "Why not?" And but
yeah.
there actually I met Dexter Jackson, who became
Hmm.
my coach after that. You know, because when you go to these competitions, you meet a lot of people that like
Yeah,
recruit you in a way.
and the network is
So
quite small. But for
yeah, so
everybody here watching the live, we're referring to very known fitness people in the bodybuilding world. Meaning, for example, when we talk about Angelica, Angelica became an Olympia
Olympia.
champion 3 times
Yeah.
of bikini, and Anna was even before her, like a pro at
Yeah.
that time. So to show you to what level that Anna had reached with bodybuilding was quite
Yeah.
amazing.
So India Paulino won in that one, New York Pro, my first competition. And then when I met Dexter Jackson, I got off the stage. He came to me because Masi Arias, you know, Masi Arias,
I love
she spoke to,
Massina.
yeah, I know. She spoke to Dexter about me. And then she told me,
Hmm.
Mira, go to Dexter. He knows who you are. And I was like, oh, that's so nice of you. And then I went to Dexter and he told me, what do you want? And I told him, I want to be the first Dominican to become a bikini athlete at the Olympia. Just the way I'm telling you this right now. And the guy was like, really? Okay, let's do it. So I became part of the team Blade. That's their team of bikini and other athletes. And he
Yeah.
started coaching me. So my second competition in Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rico Pro, that was actually the first competition ever in Puerto Rico. The first. You know who was in my category at that time? Yarishna. Now
Really? Oh,
she's like this
yes, because
wellness.
before becoming a wellness, she was bikini.
There was no wellness before.
There
Wellness
was
is
no
when
wellness at
you
that time.
only in Brazil, because you know only in Brazil you
Yeah.
have like those measurements. Pero
Yes.
no, it like in the States, in the Olympia, you didn't have wellness. You had bikini
Yeah.
only.
And it's actually
So
today, like this year and last year, that wellness is becoming like the spotlight at the Olympia, right?
yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
competed with Jarishna. I was already a Team Blade athlete. I got more exposure. It was complete different preparation. Once you're like with international professionals, like they understand these things, okay? And they will be very honest with you. I was not like a full rookie anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an amazing experience. It was an amazing experience. I did not compete anymore because I had to focus in my career. I mean, I did it as a hobby. Usually,
Yeah.
when you become an athlete to that level,
It's
you
your
start with
career.
it's your career. I was not going to do a career out of, being an IFBB pro or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's demanding in the way that you have to go into those competitions and you have to be a personality. You know,
Yeah.
the I don't know who you are, they're not really in the top five. And it's fair.
No.
You know, because they
Yeah.
have the rating, to make the people buy the tickets to come see the competition.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Mm-hmm.
also like this commercial part that is like behind it, that it's a
Yeah.
reality. And so I was like, okay, so I'm maybe not, changing lives anymore as much. I'm just like gonna be part of this commercial thing that I don't really know if, I overcame
Mm-hmm.
my expectations, my level. So for now, that's gonna be it. I have to go back to my career. I have to go back to Haiti. I have to do a lot of building. So I focused in my career. Pero I know that maybe after I complete, my maternity, I have my kids, I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be a fit mama now.
Of course. And we always spoke about that. And, you know,
Yeah.
I would always tell you, you know, Anna, you're far from being done with this world. There's
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna
much
be a
beauty
mama
in you.
fit.
Yes.
Yeah. Mamá y te avea fit. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. So tell me, like, for example, because I want the people to understand, like you gained 30 pounds, you know, to get your muscles and everything. How was your diet like? Like, describe one day of diet so that people can imagine, like, you know, you see a bikini athlete, you see somebody that is very, like, slim but very fit, and people don't necessarily understand the nutrition that comes with it also to build muscles.
Yeah. At the beginning, okay, I told you that the transformation took like a full year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that the first 3 months, it was very open, the diet. Okay, because I was 98 pounds. I didn't want to say it because, you know, it's a little bit embarrassing for me to be 98 pounds and be like a real person. But, you know, like, who can do anything in the world with 98 pounds? Come on, Bea. That's like nothing. So, coach, and I had to get used to the idea of eating 6 times a day.
Yeah.
Okay? So, it was very open. I could eat like an empanada. I could eat fried things. I could eat whatever I wanted for like 3 months. But I had to reach 6 meals. 6 meals.
Mm-hmm.
Like breakfast, half morning, lunch, half afternoon, and then at night.
Yeah.
What I ate at that time was very flexible. I had to start eating oatmeal. I didn't eat oatmeal before. I didn't like it. Now I love it. So I had to eat a lot of oatmeal, a lot of sweet potatoes, a million eggs, a lot of eggs, a lot of chicken breasts. I could eat a churrasco. I could eat, you know, like fatty at that time.
At that time.
Because we were trying to make my body get used to the idea of just eating, you know, 6 times a day. And it was hard for me, you know, like I was like, oh, I have to eat oatmeal like at 11 a.m. You know, it was not something that I enjoyed because I come from being a very skinny person that eats twice a day. And that's like it. Okay, but that's not even healthy. So I was like, it was hard. But after you give your body 8 weeks of whatever habit you want, he will adopt it. Thank God. So the other phase was the bulking phase. Okay, so we started cutting fats and eating more carbs. At that time, I was training only once a day. Only once a day. So we added rice. We kept with the sweet. So basically, within the same day, I used to eat sweet potatoes, oatmeal, and rice. Like
load of carbs.
A lot of carbs.
And you see, guys, carbs is not the enemy.
No, carbs is not the enemy. It's not. So they clean, you know, they just make your metabolism work better, faster. So, and then I had my protein sources. I had eggs in the morning, of course. I had tuna. I had a chicken breast. That was it. You know, I mean, no more fatty meats.
Yeah.
So I had to do it with those 3. There's more options, but if you really just want to focus, I like keeping it simple. You know, like I could eat the same thing every day for a year if I'm trying to reach a goal. Me personally, I don't have a problem with that. But I know that some people, they're more delicate with their paladar. Oh no, I want to change. But when you're reaching a goal and you want to get into a competition and you want to see a real change in your body, you don't focus on the flavors, you know.
And I remember I had seen an interview with Jay Cutler when he was saying, like, when he's on competition mode, he doesn't eat for taste, he eats for function, he eats for results.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And
The
that's it.
flavors, that's all your head. Your
Yeah.
body doesn't need a chocolate or doesn't need
Mm.
like nothing. Your body just needs what they need to function, to change, to improve, to grow, to cut, to be fed.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Asorosi.
Mm-hmm.
So I was eating, Bea, the same thing every day. The same thing every day. I was not getting fancy things or that. As for fruits, I was not even eating a pineapple or a lot of bananas. I was eating blueberries. I was eating
Yeah.
strawberries. So when it comes to the sugars, it was very controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then also sugars were very much prior to my training. So it depends also
For energy.
at what time you consume the fruits and the sugar.
Yeah.
So that was like the bulking, the growing. But I was eating the same thing every day, and I was okay with it because I was seeing results.
Yeah.
And then
That's the
came the
thing. When
shrinking.
you
So
start seeing the results, you get motivated to continue.
yes, yes. So and then came the shrinking. So I was still eating 6 times a day, but different things.
Mm-hmm.
Now I had more protein and then less carbs. So I
Mm-hmm.
had carbs only at the beginning twice a day, and then eventually you eat carbs only once a day. And then when you're very close to the competition, but that's only for like a week because your body cannot really stand it, you don't even eat carbs. So you
Yeah.
have to focus on the vegetables, you have to focus on the protein.
Mm-hmm.
Pero bodybuilding really made me, understand the mechanics of the carbs, the
The
vegetables,
nutrition, the
the
macros.
nutrition, like what does everything, and that just, it just adds up to
Mm-hmm.
your lifestyle and to your performance.
Yeah. But then actually in bodybuilding you still had that chance to be, how can I say that? Find some of that queendom into it, because then you have your competition suits and the jewelries and the makeup and the glamour and everything, right?
Yeah,
Because when the general public, when they hear bodybuilding, they tend to think about, bodybuilding for like, the big muscles and
yeah.
stuff like
They see
that.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah, they see Jay Cutler or the Ronnie Coleman or those big ladies also that are very muscular and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
woman physique category
yes,
only.
and till today, a lot of people, because they not don't necessarily know about the industry and that there's a bikini category or bikini wellness category, they think it's all about the big muscles and stuff like that. What can you say were the criterias for you as a bikini athlete on stage? Because I remember you always told me there was also about seducing the judges. There was the presence in stage and how, you would just showcase your personality. It was not just about the body, which is already something that is a requirement.
Yeah, well, the thing is that I think that the body is like, it could come to a point where it's only like 50%, because you can have 10 ladies with 10 amazing bodies that fit the
Mm-hmm.
standards. They all worked their body, their arms, their legs, their glutes, everything when it comes to the body to fit the standards of the category, and they're perfect, right? They're standing one next to the other.
Mm-hmm.
But one has to win, and one has to sobresalir, like has to
Yeah.
stand out.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily do that with your
With your
quadriceps.
body. Yeah.
No, you do that with your
With your
charm,
attitude.
with your attitude, with your empathy. Like you become an ambassador for the category or your
Yeah.
country. Like you have to be able to connect in the first phase with the jury, but also with the public.
Mm-hmm.
So a bikini athlete is not someone that is going to work out at the gym and is going to have perfect glutes and perfect quads and perfect abs. No, I will say that's only 50%. The other 50% is what's going to make you stand out and what's going to make you different on stage and even in life. Because when you come to a professional competition, people already know you.
Yeah.
You know, and that has an impact also. That has an impact in the jury, in the public. People will come to see you. People will come to see you perform.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you this because I've seen competitions where I see other bodies that, you know, in terms of the body, they look more within the standards. But, and that's what happened with India Paulino. I'm never going to forget that in that New York program competition. O sea, la tipa es perrísima, vieja. O sea, la tipa, since the moment she steps out, she just grabs you and she seduces you, and it has to be her. And she doesn't necessarily have the best. No, pero she's the best package. So when it comes to the stage, you have to give them the best package. So don't you know, don't focus on your quads. Maybe you understand how to pose and you just understand how to get the best, to showcase the best of your body, and that will seduce the jury and the public.
Yeah. And I remember you had told me, actually, it sort of happened to you too, like when you were competing and then you came out first. Yeah. And you were telling me that the girl that came out second for you, she had a better physique than you.
But
then the way you presented yourself made the whole difference.
Yeah. I'm telling you because of my own experience also.
Yeah.
There were girls, I mean, when we were backstage, we were about to come into the stage, all of these girls, you know, they were, even the teeth, come on, the teeth were perfect. The bodies, I didn't even have my implants. They had perfect chest, their body, their waist, you know, like they were within the standards. And I saw this girl from Costa Rica, I'm never going to forget. And I asked her, hi, what's your name? And she told me, la, 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 la. I don't remember the name. And I told her, Mira, you know what? You should like disappear. Because, you know, you look so nice. You should like disappear. I told her that. But that was like strategy, you know, like I had to do something in the backstage, you know, like to like doing it, you know. And then I won. But those girls, they had good bodies, eh? And it's not because I'm telling you, so this is experts also saying it.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, there's a level of competition where you reach them. The competition is tighter because it's the best of the best from many different places put together.
That was the best. And then you have the best of the best. When you're going to the overall, you have the best of all categories. So I won my category because it's because of the height, and then I won the overall. Yeah.
So best of the best of all the categories put together.
That's how I became an IFBB pro. I won my category with like 20 people, and then I won the overall with like 7 girls of all heights, of all categories.
Yeah.
I still today, I don't. Mira, había una tipa esa tipa de Trinidad y Tobago, they're like perfect. They're like born perfect. So they have these bodies like that.
They have the perfect.
What they do at the gym.
Proportions, you know? Naturally.
Mira, I don't even know if they drink water. I think they were born like that.
And you know, I also remember you were telling me, like, you have the same issue that you saw in me, in my body, which is not having the waist, and you have the waist straight. And you were always telling me, Bella, you know, when you're going to do your competition, you need to keep in mind, you know, that it's
someone's
not because...
going to have a skinnier waist than you.
Yeah.
But you have to beat them with the waist you have.
With the waist that you have.
Yes.
So it's gonna be about the angles, and of course the way you said, like, seducing the judges and everything. It's a whole package, right?
Yeah. And it's something that I apply in life, you know, even to everything I do. But that
Yeah.
came also from the beauty pageants. Like, you know, I
Mm-hmm.
went to a Miss World. We were 120 girls from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were all beautiful. But I
Yeah.
had to stand out.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do? What am I offering that no one else is offering? And I
Mm-hmm.
came out, I don't know how also. I came out top 20 out of 120.
Yeah.
You know, and some girls there were perfect, you know, but oh, they just didn't know how to use it, what they had.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to work with what we have, and with that we have to stand out, and
Yeah.
we can. We
And at the
can.
end of the day, that's in everything in life, huh?
Yeah.
You, if whatever flaw that you have, you
Yeah.
need to, it's your flaw, you own it. You have to know how to use it to still stand out.
Yeah. Yeah. With everything, even when we being a developer or having a construction company, some other people, you know, they're bigger construction companies,
Yeah,
pero we can do better for a lot of
exactly.
reasons.
There's
So
always room to be better.
yeah,
And
it's
in
not.
that sense, also, I'm not talking about people having to want to go to competition or whatever, but the same applies at a smaller scale to your fit lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not because you had an injury that your life is over. I exploded my Achilles tendon and
I
I'm back
bet.
to
I
doing
remember that.
squats with 2 plates.
I remember that.
But then, I had to defeat the odds to get back in shape to be able to work my legs again, right? It was a long therapy. I had to
Your
do.
legs, that you were
I
born
did.
like that, Bea. You have
Yes.
such amazing legs, and it's so
They are my
effortless.
pride and joy.
Bea, mine too. Oh,
Yes.
here's
Yes.
this is me wearing heels and shorts with my perfect legs.
hmm I mean, there are two things that I know that you and I have been blessed with are legs and shoulders, right?
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah, back to fitness, guys. I cannot stop emphasizing on the point that you would be amazed how fitness, the fit lifestyle, can change your life for the better at whatever age. Actually, a lot of
Yeah.
people think it's
That's the
over by
thing.
a
There's
certain
no age.
age. It's not over. It's never over. Even today, actually today, I reposted a story on my Instagram with Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was saying that this guy interviewing him. I mean, I think it was a dumb question, but he asked Arnold, "Why do you still go to the gym?" And Arnold was like, "Well, why do I
Why not?
still eat breakfast in the morning? Why do I still shower every day? Why do I still go to work every day?" So yeah, and he's like, "I'm gonna go to the gym until I die." And I agree. I agree. Somebody, if you take the habit of putting, and not right now, what I'm talking about, it's not about becoming a bikini athlete or the perfect, Greek goddess body. We're not talking about that right now. But we're
Not, no,
talking
not,
about,
cause not the looks.
exactly, we're talking about putting a physical activity into your life to become a better person, to become mentally better, physically better. We cannot escape the physic because at the end of the day, physic is always eye candy at whatever size. It doesn't mean that sexy is skinny or sexy is small. Sexy can be at any size.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's your attitude, it's your confidence, it's your charisma. And fitness brings that to you on a gold platter. That's my thoughts about it.
Yes. Yes. No, it gives a lot of, it becomes a guideline to your
Yeah.
complete life, to whatever you do. I mean, I'm a builder, you're a designer. I mean, and I'm sure that we can take from fitness so many things that can help us, you know, like just improve our lives.
Yep.
You know, and that's good. That's what I enjoy the most about it. I was able to change myself literally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you can take yourself to have abs, trust me, Bea, you feel like you could do anything.
Yeah. No,
You
of
feel
course.
like you could do anything. If you could control yourself to the level of exposing your abs, okay, just
Mm-hmm.
because of controlling your mouth and because of working out, you could do whatever. And whenever you see a person that has abs, also, that person has already a willpower that could allow them to do whatever else they decide in life. I will say
Yeah.
that it's something that is to that level.
Because it's so much difficult to achieve.
That's the most difficult part, to actually dry up your stomach to show those muscles. But
My
there are
God.
some people, there are some people that have like this very good genetics on the abs.
Rafael.
Mira, exactamente.
Rafael is stupid.
Yeah,
Rafael will eat sugar for
and
three
whatever.
days, pull up his shirt, and the abs are still there looking at you like, hey, here I am. Me, I
Pero
do that.
pero es que el tipo, he's also like a high performance athlete. He does a lot of
Yes,
cardio. You
exactly.
know, he's an athlete
And he's been
also,
an athlete since he's a kid
since ever,
also. So
since ever.
between that and the genetics, he always has abs. Me,
Yeah.
I'm at a point where I see the two top ones in the morning.
Also, you're getting there.
Comes 2 o'clock, they're gone. They're like, bye bye. Okay, we gave you the
Bye.
morning.
Yeah.
Bye. Work some more, and maybe we'll stay until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you wouldn't have to wait for the next day. That's the stage where I'm at right now. But that's the
Yeah.
thing. Also, you have to be patient with it.
Yeah. But you'll get there. And when are we competing, Bea? Finally. When am I doing your hair
Yeah.
and your makeup?
When you get back, we'll go together. Well, not on the
Bea,
same stage because you're like
no,
way
come
ahead.
on. That's too long.
That's too long.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
but no. On a serious note, let me tell you. Like, I have not picked a date for different reasons. And I will explain, then maybe you will understand. Every time I would pick, and remember, we would pick the date together. And then something happens, compromises my thing, and I let it go. And it mentally messed with me because I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I failed. So that happened twice to me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not putting dates anymore because, those uncertainties, especially my first competition, those uncertainties, just, I keep training. I keep, going at it to condition my body. And then I know that once my body reaches a level where I know, it's going to be a short period of time to transition it to competition, then we'll pick a date. Because I know you're going to be picking that date with me also.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know yet. I'm still debating which league, though, that I want to do.
I like the feathers. Pero it's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
a
like the WBFF. It's
yeah, those costumes there. My God,
yes.
such a show. But I'm not very familiar with that one. I mean, I will support you in whatever. IFBB is more athletic. It's more athletic, more competitive,
Yeah.
more. I know that
But just
the
like you, it's like I'm not looking to do bodybuilding become a career or anything. For me, it's very much a hobby, training. I love training bodybuilding.
for
I
you
think
also.
it's,
Doing it for you.
yeah, and it's my bucket list, right?
Yeah. Bueno, pero we could start something locally also, where in DR. So
Yeah.
and then you decide on what international league, because the thing with the other league, the feathers one, is that we don't have it locally. So I don't know. I don't know anything about it. And you have to travel and you have to, go abroad. So that's like also
Yeah.
another level of experience. So maybe
Yeah.
we could start something locally. There's a lot of, if anyone's interested, there's a lot of fitness. Well, not a lot, maybe like 3 per year. You have los novatos. You have, ¿cómo se llama?
There's the novato in May, and there's the Region Norte in December, and there's the Santo Open in October.
And then there's Mr. República also, or something.
Yeah, but since a few years, I actually have to ask Tony again, but since a couple of years ago, the Mr. República was open to only Dominicans. They didn't take foreigners anymore.
Okay.
But the novato, they did.
Okay.
So I have to, you know, look at that again.
So within the calendar, there's like 4 competitions in Dominican Republic, you know, like within a year that will give you like...
There are 5 right now, yeah.
And they will give you a good idea of, you know, how it works. And then we could pick an international league. And it's also here, it's like home, like everyone, we could all come and like cheer.
Yeah, have my fan base.
Yeah, so I think we should start for that. But let's not pick a date, you know. We don't want any, you know, COVID happening.
I don't want another mental mess up.
Yeah, but it has not been on you, you know. It's just the circumstances. It has not been because of your will. So, but
we'll
yeah.
See. Yeah,
we'll see. Pero I see you getting skinnier. Ricardo was the other day like, oh, ella está flaca. Y yo, sí, está flaca. Yes, está flaca.
Yeah, it's getting,
so we're getting there.
Yeah,
we're not as far.
And what I'm enjoying, which, you know, I want to also explain to the people watching the live here, is how when you give your body the habit of something, how at a certain point it starts responding faster because it's used to it.
Claro. Yeah.
And it's amazing. Like, what it took me from November, December, well, let's say December, because I was partying in December and eating and drinking all types of shit. But let's say from end of December to now, the transformation that I did with my body last year, or when we first started, it took more than 6 months to be able to do that. And now I was able to do it quicker because I was able to adapt to the discipline faster. I understand what works with my body. I understand my body. I know my body better. I know, you know, certain principles of nutrition. So I'm able to, you know, get it there faster.
Yeah. And you know that it's funny how bad habits, your body just adopts them faster. For example, sugar.
Food. Yeah.
Sugar.
Okay,
sugar es adictivo. It's bad for you y adictivo. So you start eating 1 chocolate, you know, a day. A little bit of chocolate. And it comes to a point where your body, like the next week, is going to keep asking for the chocolate,
Yep.
So it's funny how like the bad habits, they just grow faster. And they're, you know. But I learned all of this from bodybuilding, from fitness. Like, it really taught me nutrition, like you said, and how bad some things are for you, and how, you know, we should incline towards healthy. You know, it came to a point where I was like, I haven't eaten greens in like 2 days. I was like, I need my greens. Where are my greens? I need to eat green. But before fitness, greens, what's that?
Yep. It was me, my relationship with water, because I was a juice drinker all my life. I was never a soda drinker, but I was a juice drinker. And water was a challenge for me to drink water. It was, I'm like, this is the most boring drink ever. Now I cannot go without it.
It's the only drink that your body requires. Trust me, your body does not require any type of juice. You could eat the fruit.
Exactly.
In terms of liquids, it only requires water.
Yep.
The other thing is just the head. You know, there's this, the head and their body are like 2 parallel universes.
Yes.
The head is the one asking for the chocolate, for the sweets, for the bread, for the fat. Your body, he doesn't need that. He doesn't need
No,
any of that.
no.
So
But anyways, since we're hitting at our 1 hour clock, I have a last question for you. And
yes.
I'm gonna go back to the very beginning of our talk, you know, that
Okay.
that hashtag idiot that told you that you could not, you know, look at you, you're not even working out and everything. When he saw what you did and how
It
you
was
won the
too late.
challenge. No, but did he say something?
Of course. I mean, he was impressed. He was impressed. He was asking me questions like, "Oh, how do I do this?" or "How do I do that?" And I told him, "Well, I don't know. You should Google it." And then that was it. You know. But of course, come on. Of course, he
Yeah,
was impressed, and he will regret. He will regret his whole life. I'm
of
gonna make sure
course.
of it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, bullies, they come in every shape or form and everywhere. And
Yes.
we
But you know,
have to
I'm
know how
grateful. I'm
to.
actually, I'm grateful for
Yeah,
him and
because
for
he pushed you to the
bullies in
challenge.
general.
He pushed you into something that you never knew that
Never.
you would
Mm-mm.
get into.
No.
So
No.
haters are sometimes necessary.
And when you have, because there are like random haters, and then you have the ones that are close to you. Because I was in a relationship with this person.
Yeah,
So those are the ones that I can either, you know,
that
like,
affects you most.
you know, it can affect you like in a very bad way, or you can just get motivated with whatever they're telling you you cannot do, and just like do it and do it better than what they even could do themselves.
Yeah,
So I think that's what happens. I'm actually grateful, you know, and then he's gonna be regretting his whole life. His whole life, he's gonna be regretting so many things. But I'm grateful for him and for all the haters that just have us here, you know, just trying to be better every day, focused on that.
yeah. Great. Well, and it was nice to see you because I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
So yeah, next time I come to the I have to come and see my sobrina,
Yes,
like
you have.
within the
Yeah,
stomach,
within her bubble.
within her
So
bubble.
we can start teaching her Creole though, like
Yes,
within the
no,
bubble.
she will be bridging. She will be bridging. All
Thank
right.
you anymore
Yeah, but
with
this
all
is
of
not
your, you
my
know,
initiative. I
you're
was
so
invited to this initiative. It's Uglin's, and you know, you met Uglin,
well.
and
You have
you know,
there's a lot of initiatives that invite you to be a part of them, and that's because of something. So I really interesting, you know, to share with you and anything I can.
guys. This live was brought to you by Volvic, Access IT and Delight. And I will see you next Thursday with my next guest. Oh, and by the way, Anna, I will soon have Victor Martinez as a guest.
Oh, Dominican IBB Pro
Yes,
bodybuilder.
yes. So we're
Nice. I
still
met him
like
at the New
trying to
York
pick a
Production.
date.
He competed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah,
I'll
that
save
should
the
be
date.
interesting also. All right, guys. So now
Okay.
this is it for today. See you next time. Anna. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.